We're going to practice the cobra at the end of today's sequence. And we're going to do it in a slightly unusual way because we're going to feel this a very, very close proximity to the ground during this movement. And at the same time, we're going to experience how this feeling of being very close to the ground helps us to feel closer to what we could describe as a more cosmic spiritual dimension. So we're going to focus today on two poles, Earth and cosmos. And we're going to look at how we can feel, on the one hand, a real groundedness with one part of our body, and a real freedom and more openness, clarity, calmness with the head. But let's start first of all with the sun prayer. You come to a standing position. And in this position already, you can feel that proximity to the ground with your feet. Let's become very conscious of that. And you can draw the legs, you can tighten the legs together a little bit. And you can flow upwards through the spine. And then you can feel how your head above towers above those feet that have firm contact with the ground. Let's take the hands together. Firm feet, firm legs. Just glide lightly upwards. Come forwards, keeping those feet firm. Just keep the body quite light. Don't force first time round. Right foot back. Row into the base. Rise up lightly with the arms. Come into the plank. Firm line. Knees down. Chest and face down. And the cobra. Good grounded legs. Downward dog. Right foot forward. Rise up. And the left foot forward. Lengthen out a little bit. And swing up. Draw the legs together. And flow upwards. Take the hands by your sides. Hands together. Rising up. Just keep the breath flowing and lengthen a bit more. Come down and move out forwards. Left foot back. Grow into the legs. Glide upwards. Plank. Knees down. Chest and face. Cobra. Downward dog. Left foot forward. Flow upwards. Right foot forward. Glide out. Swing up. Grow a bit more. And take the hands by your sides. Just be aware of your breath. Okay, we'll do a second round and we'll firm up the legs a bit more and we'll find more flow upwards through the body this time. Hands together. So you can draw your legs really together and then allow that impulse to flow onwards up through your spine, stretching a bit higher. Then come down, firm legs, and now flow outwards a bit further out in front. Hands by your feet, right foot back. Grow more actively into the legs this time. And now out of that leg base, we flow all the way up through the spine into a greater length. Then into the plank. Knees down, chest and face down, cobra. Again, anchoring down now with the legs so you can grow up further into the movement. Downward dog, lengthening the back. Right foot forward, rowing actively into the legs, flowing up through the spine. Left foot forward, glide outwards. Swing up. Squeeze with the legs again and flow upwards through the spine. Hands by your sides. Hands together. Gliding up. Draw the legs in. Flow actively upwards. Come down. Firm legs. Glide out in front. Hands by your feet. Left foot back. Grow into the legs. Glide up through the back and the arms. Plank. Knees, chest and face down. Cobra. Downward dog. Left foot forward. Down with the legs, up through the spine. Right foot forward. Glide outwards. And then swing up again. Draw the legs together and actively glide upwards. And take the hands by your sides. Come down to a sitting position. We'll start on our exercises where we feel the ground and the close contact with the ground. Straighten out your left leg, bend your right leg. And become aware of the buttocks, the thighs, the calves, and any part of you that you can feel having contact with the ground. And from this movement, we can push outwards a little bit into the legs so that that contact with the ground becomes really firm, both legs pushing out. We notice that that brings a contraction into the region of the sacrum and the pelvis. And that gives us a support so we can then flow up through the spine. But just keep those arms really light. Breath flowing. Come back down, change the legs around. So we're building up our awareness in a specific way along with the body. The awareness is of the contact with the ground, both legs and the sitting bones, the buttocks. Now start to push outwards into the legs. You feel more tightening in this region. Then comes the flowing through the spine. And from that, we can flow all the way up with a lightness, really firm activity with the legs pushing out, a free openness around the head. And come back down. Change the legs around again. Let's build up the movement in a similar way to begin with. Gliding out through the legs, tightening at the sacrum, flowing up through the spine and the arms. The head is free to oversee, to observe. The legs are active. Take your right arm behind your back and just take your left arm to an angle. Now this next movement is done by pushing with the legs. The upper body doesn't bend, doesn't round, the legs push out, and this leads naturally to a propelling forwards with the upper body, a gliding outwards, far out. Come back up. Hand comes down. Change the legs around. Build it up in the same way, pushing into the legs, gathering at the sacrum, flowing through the spine and the arms. Head very free, overseeing. Left arm behind your back, take the right arm to an angle. Now keep the back straight as you push into your legs. The hinging comes from the hips. There's no rounding in the back. You can glide lightly forwards over that leg. Return again. Rising up with the arms. And take the hands down. Change your legs around again. So we're going to come into the twisted head to knee position. So you can stretch actively out through the legs in the same way. Tightening at the sacrum, flowing up through the spine. As before, take the right arm behind your back, but this time twist to your right. As before, take the arm over your leg, but as you lengthen this time, you're lengthening and you're twisting to look upwards a little bit. Let the movement unfold from the sacrum through the spine into this lengthen and this twist. You can take your hand down to your foot, but keep that sense of really lengthening from the sacrum. The more you can be active with your legs, the more this openness can come into your chest and your shoulder area. The head looks freely upwards. Come back again. Both arms up. And then lower them. Change over to the other side. Straighten your right leg, bend your left leg. Feel the feet really well anchored on the ground, even pushing out into them. So you feel a tightening at the sacrum. The spine then flows up more easily, and the head starts to feel very free and high. Take the left arm, behind your back. Right arm out to a diagonal. Now think this through carefully. We're going to push with the legs, and it's that pushing that enables a gliding forwards and at the same time a twist into an opening of the chest. Keep going, just let it flow forwards and into a rotation until you can just take that foot with the hand and stay with that very specific relationship of different movement dynamics. We've got the growth outwards into the legs. The sacrum is the center. And from there we twist into an openness. Earth below, cosmos above. And come back up once again. Taking the hands down. We'll come to a next position. We'll come to the half moon. You come up onto your knees. Another one which can combine this feeling of being close to the earth and then open to the cosmos. Take your left foot forward. So we can think of a narrowing in at the hips right from the start so that our whole pelvic area and sacrum is tightened. And keep that, that supports you, so you can push actively down into your legs. Just keep the upper body relaxed as if it's held. Push a bit further into the legs. We feel ourselves approaching the earth. Return. Change the legs around. Narrowing and tightening at the hips. Pushing towards the earth. Breath flowing. Head very free, neck relaxed. Come back again. Let's just come down into the child's pose. Just glide your legs, your arms, along the ground. And then come back up. Come back up to a kneeling position. Take the left foot forward. So this time we're going to flow a little bit further up through the spine as we did in the sun prayer. First of all, move into those legs. Really active with the legs. The more you can push into the legs, the more you can start to feel the contraction here at the sacrum. And now we can raise the arms lightly. And the growth progresses from the sacrum up through the spine, through the upper spine even. It flows lightly through the arms. The head is very free. Earth below, cosmos above. Hands down. Change over to the other side. Tightening in at the hips. Come down, pushing actively with both legs. Rising up. And flowing up through the body. Keep breathing. And come back again. Come once again into the child's pose. And back up once again. Okay, we can come to a next position, and this is the cobra. Let's lie on the ground first of all, taking the hands directly underneath the shoulders, legs together. And let's feel consciously once again our contact with the ground. So your feet, your legs, your pelvis. And squeeze your buttocks inwards a little bit, so if you're making a narrow form with your legs. This conscious contact with the ground is the main thing we're going to observe today with the cobra. But from that, just come up a little way with your upper body, but really staying firmly connected with the ground. Come back down again. Let the breath flow. That contact with the ground, it makes us feel kind of integrated into the earth. Once again, really draw the legs together, and downwards, good contact. And come up, see if you can come up slightly higher this time with your body, keeping the body much freer, the legs really firm. And down. Let the breath flow lightly. Be aware of that contact with the ground. We'll do the same thing again, really anchoring with your sacrum as well. So when you're ready, legs, they can almost push away from you. And as you come down, a really firm pressing with your buttocks and your sacrum. And see if the body comes a little higher still. Think of the movement beginning to flow up through the spine. Come back down once again. And we'll just come to a short counter pose and then we'll continue. Come into the child's pose and really lengthen your back. And then back onto the floor again. So legs together, hands under the shoulders. I'm going to use those legs to curl through the spine this time, section by section. Draw the legs together, the hips, the buttocks. Sacrum presses kind of down and forwards. And now you can start to curl upwards. Think of your lower back. And then the middle part of your back. Push a bit more with your sacrum, opening a bit further into the middle part of your spine. The ribs can push upwards. Come down again. We'll do it once again. We'll work with the sacrum, then the ribs pushing up, and then the chest as well. We'll take the awareness even further through the spine. Once again, draw the legs together as if they're pushing away from you. Hips tightened. Sacrum pushes forwards and down as you come up. And now think of those ribs lifting. And then a bit further, the chest lifting. And come down. We'll do the cobra one final time and we'll take the awareness through all those sections of the back and finally to the head. The head is the place where we can experience a freer, lighter, overseeing kind of thinking. We'll start once again with that contrasting base, firm legs, sacrum tightened. And from that firm leg base, start to come up. Opening the middle of your back, the ribs push up. The chest pushes up. And now observe the head, the forehead. So the forehead and the legs form a contrast. And come back down again. And push back into child's pose. A long back. And come up to a sitting position. Finish off with a sitting position, which is another example of the contrast between the base and the head. So in the sitting position, you can sit either with your legs crossed, or it's also possible to come into the half lotus, or even the full lotus if that's possible. So let's stay aware of that very firm base. Rising up from the sacrum. Be aware of your spine, as if it's flowing up. The shoulders relaxed. And then the neck and the head are really free. So the head is the pole of thought. It's the pole of a light, free space. And that connection with the ground gives us a sense of a calm integration with the earth. Just be aware of these two opposite poles and how they're connected together. So let's finish our session there.